Hello, I'm Paul Douglas. Anyone who's subscribed to this channel, who's watched a load of my videos, will know how much I love Bios FX2, the amp sim. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the looper that's built into Bios FX2. It's a great practice tool, like all loopers are, and a great way to quickly build up a multi-part track to improvise over. And this is how I use it. It's also a great songwriting tool. Gives you the ability to very quickly try out ideas. Please subscribe, click the bell, like, and share this video. Okay, I'm going to begin with a quick start, shall we say. Start by getting you using the looper as quickly as possible with as little messing about as we can get away with. Then I'll go into a bit of a deeper dive into more detail about the settings and then make a more complex loop with multiple layers and different sounds. In this video, I will be using this. This is my Chapman ML1 modern standard. You can't quite see it in the shot and the frame there, unfortunately, but I assure you I will be playing it. Okay then, quick start. So, to start the looper, we click on this little icon here. I don't know, what do you call that? It's an infinity symbol or a racetrack maybe. You hover over it, it says looper. And here we are, we can see the looper little dialogue has come up. Now, to start, the absolute minimum things you need to decide are the speed you're going to play at. So that's set here. So that's the BPM, just like any old metronome. Now you can tap a number in there yourself, or you can use the tap tempo. So if you tap with your mouse on the tap button, it will pick up the tempo that you're tapping at. I'm going to set that at, I'm just going to type in 80 BPM for me. Then we need to decide how many beats per bar we're going to be playing in. So what time signature it is. And we do that with this little counting setting here. So set at the moment to be 4 beats per bar. Set it to 3 beats per bar, set it to 8 beats per bar. Doing some prog rock improvisation, you might set it to 7 beats per bar, but we're going to leave it at 4 beats per bar. And the final thing you need to know is how many bars you're going to record for, which is set by this length setting. So we've currently got 4 bars, but you can see how many you can pick there from 1 up to 16. You can also set it to 3, which is it will keep going until you stop it. So I'm going to be very traditional here and just have 4 bars of 4 time, nice and easy, at 80 BPM. So with counting and click set, so that they do what you imagine they'd do, it's going to give me a 4 beat counting, and then I'm going to play a little thing which will be turned into a loop. So press record. And you can hear that loop playing now. Now we can stop it, as I've just done there, and it remembers it. So if we press play again. So now we're in a position I can improvise over the top of it. We just play that back, we just press play. So you get the idea. We've very quickly built a little loop there that we can improvise over. So that's all you really need to get started. Now let's go a little bit deeper. I'll talk you through the settings, and then I'll set up another loop, but a bit more complex this time, with multiple layers using different sounds. Now length, tempo and countings we've already discussed. So counting, very simply, we'll just give you a counting before you start. Why you wouldn't want that set, I don't know. But click gives you the metronome click. So you're all familiar with playing along to a metronome. I generally just always have those set. Now the actual play and record settings here. So play, fairly self-explanatory. That will just play what you've recorded. We need to say any more about that. Now replay, slightly different. It plays it as well. But if you are playing and you click replay, it will jump back to the beginning. If you record a loop and you're not very happy with it, if you click undo, it will undo the last one you've recorded. So say you've recorded 4, it will undo the 4th one you recorded, but the first 3 will already be there. But clear clears everything. So in that case, if you've recorded 4 parts, clear will just remove them all. And you click clear, and there you see everything's gone. So play has been disabled because there's nothing there for it to play anymore. Now you've seen how record works. We press record and it just lets you record something. And you can see when we've got a loop recorded, this changes from rec to dub, which means dubbing just means recording over the top of something that's already there. So while that's playing, if I click dub, it will let me record another part over the top. I'm going to click dub now. Clicked it. Now when it gets back to the top, it will let me record over the top of it. So you can hear I've got another part over the top of that one now. And the final settings down here, action after record, says what it will do. So at the moment I've got it, once I've recorded a loop, it won't record what I play next automatically, it will just play what is there. Now you can say it, set it to action after record being dub, which means it will start, once it's recorded one loop, it will immediately keep just recording every time around until you stop it. Or when you press that button to start dubbing, this setting controls when it starts recording. So I've got it set to next loop, so I have to wait for it to come back around to the start for it to start recording, but you can set it to press, which means once I press that button, it will immediately start recording what you're playing. This last setting here, looper location, post or pre, I always have it set to post. What it means is what you've recorded in that sound will get fed to the beginning of whatever you've got Bias FX set to whatever preset. So if we just demonstrate what that would do in this situation, and that's because it's recorded with an amplifier and a load of effects sounds, and that's getting fed back into another amplifier with a load of effects sounds. Typically, yeah, I never use the presetting. I always have it set to post. I think there's applications for reamping where you might have a dry sound recorded and then you can feed it through, you know, a sound set up in Bias FX and experiment with the sounds that you haven't recorded with. And just finally, let's talk about this bit. You can add a backing track here into the looper in Bias FX2. I don't really use this feature, but it's there. You know, you can click on that and you can load any old sound file, WAV, MP3, whatever, to play along to. Okay, let's set up a multi-layer loop using different sounds. One of the important things to say here is we can click out away from this looper and change the sounds to our heart's content. And we can go back to the looper and what we've recorded will still be there. So if I go back to it, play. Okay, I'm just going to clear that because I'm going to set up another loop now. So I'm going to record that sort of little picked broken chord part using a cleaner sound with a bit of chorus this time. And then I'm going to record using another different sound over the top of it to demonstrate you don't have to use all the same sound for all your multi-layer loops. So let's go to the looper, press record. Very nice. Okay, I want to record a sort of sustained single note part over the top of that. I'm going to switch to a different sound, a more overdriven sound. Lovely. And let's record that over the top. So I'm going to play this and then click the dub button. And once it gets around to the top, it will start recording. So I just clicked the dub button there. So you can hear what we've got recorded there. We've got those two parts, the picked chord part and the single sustained overdriven notes part. We'll record one more part over the top of that. I'm going to use that same sound. I think I'll just change which pickup I'm using on my guitar. I'll press play and then I'll press dub. So you hear I've just added those picked two notes on the top two strings there. So we have a multi-layer loop, and now I can improvise over it. I'm not going to record anything this time, I'm just going to play, and you'll hear what I'm playing over the top. Lovely. So hopefully that's shown you how you can build up a multi-layer loop using different sounds very easily using the looper in Bias FX2. Final thing to say, if you come up with a really nice loop that you like and you don't want to lose it, you can click this export button and that will save it to a WAV file so that you can then use that in, maybe a song that you're writing. Okay, I hope that's given you a good quick introduction to using the looper in Bias FX2. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, ring the bell, like and share this video. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. Keep making music and I'll see you again in the next video. Cheers.